Hey guys, and welcome back to part 6 of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough. We're in Sandopolis zone this time, the desert zone of the game, if you couldn't tell. The first one in the series, so hey. And fair warning early on, this is a 20-minute part, or 20 plus, and the 20 plus minutes are going to be spent in Sandopolis. So yeah, we just started at the beginning right here, and you can guess if you skip to the end, you're still gonna find Sandopolis. So, I guess if you don't like Sandopolis, you can, click off now. You don't have to watch the video. But, please watch the video. Please don't click off. I need my views. How little I get, but whatever, it's still views. Anyway, so yeah, this special stage is actually pretty easy, so there's not much to comment on. It's kind of like you spin around in a circle, and the orbs are kind of like, there's not too much trouble. So yeah, there you go. This is special stage 3. You're free to do them in any order you want to. So this is technically they may be numbered, but I don't know. I could do this. Could be special stage 1, or if I choose to do it, special stage 6. If I choose to do special stage 7, this would be 7. So whatever. But anyway, Sandopolis itself. How do I talk about the zone? Well, it's one of the more infamous zones in in the series because it's really slow paced. It's slow paced, not that fast. Especially when you come off of stuff like Launch Base and Mushroom Hill and Flying Battery and stuff. Yeah, there's not too much speed in this zone, I guess, or what they have you doing is kind of slower paced than what you've been doing in the past zones. So, that's why it's pretty infamous and it's pretty long. Like Act 1 isn't too bad, but Act 2 is pretty long. It carries over the sand that was kind of like that acts pretty much like the oil and oil ocean zone. That you can stand down in and you start to sink, but you can jump out of it. So don't stand in it too long. Although this game likes to throw you a curveball and have times where there are other paths you can take when you don't move in the sand and let the sand, drop you down. So, there's alternate pathways, so that's cool. Oh, missed the special stage. Whatever. The major platforming elements are kind of, or the big, like, there are these sand slides, like, see, here, right here, if I drop down, there could be another pathway. So, but I chose to take this pathway. And there's the opposite sand that I don't even know how it works. It just doesn't really work like you would expect it to. That's a fun enemy, I like that enemy. But there's sand streams coming down and they carry you up, or you can either they carry you up but sometimes like these, they just carry me upwards. And some others are kind of like you drop down in them, but you drop down pretty slowly and you can infinitely jump. So, you get to rappel off the walls. So that's something. I didn't expect that of all gimmicks to be here, but it does look cool though. There's no advantage to doing it. It's honestly pretty slow, and usually when I'm playing Sandopolis, I skip them and just jump down anyway because, rappelling is kind of slow. And to my knowledge, there aren't any like walls where or some walls, where they're like leading up to a bottomless pit or anything. So it's kind of like, okay, whatever. So, Sandopolis itself, how do I feel about the zone? Well, it's one of the more infamous zones, and it's definitely a slower paced zone. But honestly, I like this zone. I like it more than Marble Garden. I like it more than Carnival Night. I think it's a pretty fun zone. Not awesome or anything. This is something I hurry back to replay or anything. But I think it has a better theme song. I like the music here, and it's not too bad. Like I said, same as Marble Zone in Sonic 1. I don't oppose to slower platforming elements in Sonic. But, not all the time. Like, sometimes the game, can kill its flow, but that's kind of the whole smart bit of the game, like designing your game properly in the sense that like you have good flow throughout the entire game, where like yeah, here's this fast zone, but then there's this slower zone, and you know, and up to this point, like I said, we've had Launch Base, we've had Mushroom Hill, and we've had Flying Battery, and those had their own things going on and stuff, but they were still pretty fast paced throughout, you know. And before Launch Base, there was Ice Cap, and Ice Cap had a pretty slow Act 1, where you had a lot of vertical platforming, but had a pretty quick Act 2 and stuff. And you know, I think it's not really that bad or anything. It's totally fine. I like it. So yeah, that's kind of coming back to the comment I mentioned earlier about Marble Garden, or about Sonic and Knuckles stages as opposed to Sonic 3 stages, where I like Sonic and Knuckles stuff more, because I feel like the music is better, the zones themselves are more fun to traverse through. Like, Act 2 is gonna be slow, especially Act 2, you're gonna see a lot of the elements in Sandopolis that make it such a slow zone. But honestly, I would rather do the Act 2 stuff than do what the Marble Garden had you doing with the tops and stuff. Tops were pretty awkward to control, and I didn't really particularly enjoy them that much, so eh. I like it more than Carnival Night with, like, it's kind of like a more annoying version of Casino Night for me, where Casino Night, there are a lot of bumpers and stuff, and sometimes you could go where you would be, you know, bounced along to places that you didn't want to go to and stuff, but still is like, you know, it's fine. But in Carnival Night, I just felt like they took that to a whole nother level, and it's not like a terrible zone or anything. I don't think any of the zones in this game are bad, but it's just like, not the most fun thing in the world. I still think Sandopolis is more fun, because, don't get me wrong, other than a select few areas in Act 2, segments in Act 2, I think it's not really that slow or that, you know, dry of a zone. Even though it's a desert zone, so it's pretty dry, but yeah, I think you can guess what I mean. And yeah, obviously it has a lot of these weird pillars that can crush you, so watch out for crushing. Watch out for the scorpion enemies, because they're annoying, because usually they're one of the enemies that kind of screams that, yeah, the instant shield is really useful, because usually when I'm coming up, they're usually placed well enough that you can see them, but depending on your moves, you're gonna, yeah, like right there, I just run into him, and because he can either attack you, he has good range, so he can attack you from afar, and you know, that would make you paranoid, so you can make some wrong moves and stuff, and you can miss him. But the insta shield makes destroying that guy a lot easier than it, you know, is without it. So yeah. And other than that, the only things that I have left to explain about the zone, or that are worth mentioning, are the stuff in Act 2. Act 2 has quite a bit of gimmicks that make it both pretty intense and pretty slow, and definitely not your typical Green Hill stuff. And we're actually coming up to Act 2, but first of all, what is this? Oh look, a pyramid! That was hidden underground. What? Okay. I hope we don't have to play Act 2 in this thing. It's gonna be pretty dark. Oh. Okay. Let's go. Oh wait, something's coming out. Okay, that's what are you, buddy? How do you do? What's up? Not a big talker, huh? Okay. So, what are you trying to do now? He's just jumping after me. Don't you have? You can try and punch me. Don't worry, I'll dodge it. But you know, at least you put in some more effort. But this is like what? Okay. Dude, I see a sand pit. Don't jump. Look. Don't jump. I drowned in the. Look at the. No. Oh, come on. You idiot. You deserve that, by the way. And let's knock the signpost in the sand pit as well, because why not? Anyway, yeah, that was the mini-boss, in quotes. So, it's pretty easy. Just guide him toward that sand pit, and, you know, easy victory. One of the easiest mini-bosses, I guess you could say. Mini-bosses weren't really too hard, but, you know. Anyway, Sandopolis Zone Act 2. Act 2, rather, has quite a bit of gimmicks. This is the first one right here, where it has a light and dark mechanic. Apparently this pyramid has a lighting system installed. What? It's albeit a pretty crappy lighting system, but you know, it's still pretty, you know. I live in Egypt. I've been to the pyramids, and they don't have lighting systems in the pyramids. I actually didn't go inside because it's too dark to go inside. So, I don't know. But hey, it's a. Is this on Angel Island? I don't know. If it is, it's like, wow, did Knuckles install this? Did any of Knuckles' friends install this? Who knows? But anyway, oh god, what happened? Was that the capsule? Did the animals die? What happened? Where? Oh. Ghosts. Okay, second and third gimmick of the zone introduced. Next to the lighting, well, why would you ask, would there be a lighting system if, you know, a lighting mechanic if it doesn't matter because I can see either way if it's dark? Well, there's your answer right there. The darker it gets, the more the ghosts come out, and when it gets fully, like, dark, the ghosts will attack you, and they're gonna spawn infinitely, to my knowledge, and they're gonna be pretty freaking annoying, so, you know, well, keep an eye out for those light switches, because otherwise you are going to have a bad time. And you don't even need like a Sans reference or anything. You are gonna have a bad time, literally, so, whatever. Or not whatever, like, that's the gimmick. And you saw it briefly, and you're gonna see it a lot more, trust me. But there's a lot of, like, levers, or not levers, like these things, or miniature pillars or whatever, that you have to push, like switches that you have to push all the way, timed switches, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You have to push to open certain gates that are blocking your path. So you push them, and, you know, it starts closing slowly, and you gotta get to where you need to go pretty quickly. So that's the main thing with this level. And some other, like, later you're gonna hit, like, containers that are filled with sand, and you're going to, you know, the sand is gonna rise up, and you're gonna need to platform quickly, along with the ghosts and lights and stuff and the switches. So you're gonna see it later, but this stage is pretty long, and there's quite a bit to it. So you know, I get why it's a very infamous part of the game, because it's just like there are these blocks that you need to push so you can jump on them and wait till you get to where you need to go, because, you know, that's pretty fun. Yeah. More repelling. And, you know, that's pretty much what I had to say on Act 2. Like, that's the entire gimmick. Like, those are like the 3 gimmicks that are, you know, that happen in this act. So, you know, if you're not a fan, and if you're playing a Sonic game for the speed, like, you know, Sonic fans do, you're not going to be a fan of this that much, but hey, it's not the worst thing in the world. And at the very least, I said this earlier, but at the very least the music is good. I like the music here. It's fun to listen to, it doesn't get old, so yeah. I remember here, like, I got sidetracked with something, so I have to go back and push the switch again, because, oh, you idiot, I forgot. There we go, pushing switches. If you see, like, the ghosts are pretty calm, pretty nice. Like, but the darker it gets, the more come out, and the more they come out, they're pretty harmless. So, you know, it's cool. They're fine. They're not gonna mess with Sonic yet. But when it gets super dark and they get really big, even then they're like gonna be really big and they're gonna have horns and stuff. But they're still not gonna attack you until, like, a certain point. Like, I don't remember the exact details, but we are gonna see it in this part. I get to a point where the ghosts really do attack me, and it's pretty tense, because it's during other parts where I'm doing other things, and there's a lot to focus on, and the pressure is on, so... Hey, if Sandopolis has to be long, I'm at least grateful it's not boring, so... Yeah, but timing, let go of that when the pillar is up so I can go on my way. And, yeah. This is what I was talking about. Like, this container or whatever has a lot of sand stored in it. You hit it, and the sand goes up. So, you know, it takes you where you need to go, but obviously crushing is still a thing, so careful. And yeah, what else is there to say? What else is there to say about the game, really? I chose to play as Sonic alone, but honestly, I'm grateful I chose to do that because my test playthrough is Sonic and Tails. I wanted to highlight, you know, I was gonna play Sonic alone on my main file, but hey, with the Sonic and Tails run, I can at least highlight the difference because I feel like there's a lot of moments in the game where there is a distinct difference between playing as just Sonic and alone or Sonic and Tails. Because, you know, oh, by the way, right here, I do a pretty awesome thing. I got an extra life, but oh wait, oh. Okay, fine. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I died, so I decided not to do that again because I get an extra life out of it, and I already have enough, I don't need more. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. The ghosts are now fully powered, I guess, and they're attacking me, and oh god, oh no, I can't get any rings, this is bad, I'm gonna die, oh god, this is bad. Oh no, I don't want to die again. I don't want to do any more speed duration stuff. Okay, come on. Alright, professional gamer, guys. I'm gonna change the name of this channel to Quality Gaming, and then some. Yeah, because that was quality platforming right there. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, that's what I meant when the zone was pretty pressuring and pretty, not the friendliest zone in the game. And, fair enough, it's the 9th zone, technically the 3rd if you're playing standalone Sonic and Knuckles, but you know, we'll call it the 9th. Because, you know, it's the full game, this is the full experience. I'm assuming when they were designing this, they intended, like, you know, this isn't gonna be your easy, the easy platforming you're used to. This is gonna be kind of rough. And that was already obvious with Flying Battery, because Flying Battery wasn't the easiest platforming zone ever. For a second zone, it was pretty difficult, so... No Hydro City, no Chemical Plant. Well, Chemical Plant wasn't the easiest either, but you know what I mean. And Marble Zone wasn't that easy when I think about it, so maybe they just like designing hard second zones, or second zones that like to catch you off guard. Because Chemical Plant wasn't hard, but it had segments at the end that were pretty rough. Anyway, we're finally coming up to the end, so we're almost done. Yeah, I spent 20 minutes in Sandopolis along with bonus stages and stuff, but yeah, it's not a short place, it's not a short zone. This isn't your Green Hill, so you know. Yeah, because Green Hill, like, only when I was recording footage for Sonic 1, Green Hill took me 5 minutes to clear, and I wanted to make, because every zone was I wanted to make every zone its own part, and I thought the special stages would at least, you know, give it some more length. But no, like Green Hill and Marble Zone, that was my first recording session. Both Green Hill and Marble Zone were, you know, 18 minutes. About, you know, a good 16 minutes of that, or 14 minutes of that was Marble Zone. So, you know. But here, no, this is a 20-minute part, and all of it is Sandopolis. But hey, it's fine. Now, if we're on the topic of zones that aren't like this is for me one of the zones that people dislike, but I like it. I think it's fine. I don't hate it. It's fine. I like being here. So you know, zones that people hate that you like, drop them down in the comments below. I'd like to hear that from anything pretty much. A level in the game that everyone hates but you enjoy. So, you know. Anyway, here's the boss. There goes the boss. Pretty easy. You have to hit him once to open up, hit him his jewel to open him up, and hit him the second time to, you know, deal damage. He's gonna keep marching forward with both his claws, and I think there is an end to it, but, you know, not a full fight at all. Anyway, that was it. So see you guys in part 6.